Now let's look at the climb. To enter a climb, having completed the pre-climb checks, including a thoroughly good lookout, we'll apply full power, select the known climbing attitude, which in this aircraft is with the spinner just above the horizon. We'll maintain that climb attitude, assuming the speed has settled back to the speed we require of 80 knots, and we will trim. Now during the climb, if the speed is too high, we'll select a slightly higher nose attitude, and if the speed is too low, we'll select a slightly lower nose attitude. So during the climb, speed will be controlled by the attitude that we select against the visual horizon. Now to recover from the climb, just as we had a set procedure of entry to the climb of power, attitude, trim, the recovery back to straight and level flight is attitude, power and trim. In other words, we'll reselect the level flight attitude, allow the airspeed to increase to the required cruising speed, reduce the power back to the power known for that aircraft, and then a final trim, which should be a slight trim forward movement. So back to straight level flight.
Our aim now is to learn to climb the aircraft at 80 knots in a constant direction from one level to another. Now the airmanship prior to the climb: look out, behind, all around the aircraft and in particular above the aircraft. Check the engine gauges are in the green, the altimeter setting set correctly. So here we go. Power, attitude, trim. Smoothly apply full power with a squeeze of right rudder to maintain the aircraft in balance, and select the known climbing attitude for 80 knots, which in this aircraft is there, the spinner resting just beneath the horizon. Look to the airspeed indicator and you will see the speed has settled at 80 knots, our correct climbing speed. Now to recover from the climb, the procedure is the opposite. We're going to reselect the level flight attitude, followed by selection of power, followed by trim. So here we are, climbing up to 2,000 feet. And as we approach the required altitude, I reselect the level flight attitude, hold the attitude as the speed increases, reselect the level flight power, which we knew before to be 2,000 RPM, maintain the attitude, and trim. Attitude, power, trim.